Vice President JD Vance confronted a governing class that has abandoned the shared values of America and Europe during his significant speech at the Munich Security Conference on Friday. In Munich, a city historically associated with appeasement, Mr. Vance issued a call to arms. He emphasized that the most concerning threat to Europe does not come from Russia or China, but rather from the threat from within. In reality, this threat originates from the governing elite. They have undermined the fundamental values that Europe shares with the U.S. and have reneged on their military commitments to America and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Furthermore, these leaders have opened their borders to mass immigration and the risk of Islamist terrorism. To avoid electoral consequences, they censor, smear, and suppress the voices of the lawful majority, an approach that he believes could ultimately destroy democracy. Mr. Vance's remarks in Munich followed his equally critical address at the Paris AI Action Summit just 3 days earlier. He pointed out that the European Union has fallen behind in technological development due to its risk-averse and overly restrictive regulatory environment. This self-imposed incapacity may create opportunities for autocratic governments and technologies associated with oppression. Ideally, Europe should be a natural partner to the U.S. and a crucial link in the emerging American-led alignment. However, he argued that Europe has become disconnected from reality. In his speech, Mr. Vance also noted that negotiations between President Trump and Vladimir Putin regarding the war in Ukraine will take place in Saudi Arabia. He referenced a troubling case in Britain where individuals have been arrested for silent prayer near abortion clinics. He remarked that while liberalism originated in Britain, it may perish there if such practices continue. No one voted for mass immigration or for the dissolution of freedom and national identity into an unelected bureaucracy in Brussels. People are frustrated with living in societies where maintaining peace means the return of de facto blasphemy laws amidst the persistent threat of Islamist terrorism. When European voters support parties that oppose uncontrolled migration, the official European response is to label them as far-right. A U.S.-Russian agreement on Ukraine presents an opportunity to re-establish connections between Russia and its energy sector with Europe under American oversight. Germany has adopted a pro-China export policy, prioritizing the import of Chinese-made solar panels and electric vehicles as a key objective for the European Union. Like Americans, Europeans are increasingly resisting illegal immigration, Islamism, bureaucratic rule, judicial activism, media bias, and government censorship. This popular revolt against the establishment, referred to as Atlanticism, has left Europe's leaders feeling threatened.